Hello, hello. This is crazy. I haven't streamed in a long time. Hi guys, how you doing? Let me make sure that it is live. And I'm gonna check the audio too. Let me know how audio sounds. I've been so focused on trying to get this set up that I had forgotten that I'm at my desk. And it's still like Sunday. How's the background music? I think it sounds good. Wow! Hello everyone! Oh my god! Yay! Brendan, Krisu, Jomar, Roku, hello! I turn away and then all of a sudden I see all these messages. I'm like, oh my god, you guys are here! Hello! Yippee! So I guess you guys can tell what I did this weekend. Yes, I was a part of the Maid Cafe. This is my second year doing the Maid Cafe. And I will be going over some of what we did in the cafe and then some of how my weekend went. For those of you who didn't read the title of the stream, this is a OffKai recap stream. I was at OffKai 2024 this weekend. It is actually my third OffKai, number 3. I went alone to Gen 1 and then I ended up meeting one of my closest VTuber friends there. And so it's yeah, this convention has, it really, I think, kickstarted my presence in the VTuber community. And so OffKai has very, very fond memories for me. You were so awesome. Thank you, Jomar. Enjoyed the Soni meetup. Thank you, Krisu. It's so fun being able to see everyone in person, and especially like the best part is being able to see people again and again and again at the next convention, because then it feels like we're part of a community, you know. And unfortunately, like especially since a lot of these cons have been in California and a lot of people are not in California, that's not the case. So don't feel left out just because it's just, unfortunately, it is the way it is. But being able to see people that I recognize, especially on the online space, is just so cool. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and introduce myself. Hello, my name is Soni, or Soni. I was actually, like, this weekend, someone's just like, isn't your name pronounced Soni? Like, Soniko instead of Soniko? And I'm like, oh shit. I'm technically like Soniko, yeah, is the way that you say it in English, but the real way to pronounce it is Soniko. So Soni or Soni works for me, either one. Hi Miss, welcome. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday so far. I have been sick. I did get sick after OffKai. I went home Monday and then I started feeling symptoms by the end of Tuesday, and then by Wednesday and Thursday I was wiped. And then I actually have a story about work. I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, OffKai Expo is a convention. It's a small convention. Uh-oh, it says OBS died. Am I back? Oh, okay. Am I back? Can you guys see me? Same, just like me, 1% chance to not get sick after OffKai. Actually, like, I talked to someone and apparently they they got sick after last year's OffKai too. I was wiped out on Tuesday, Thursday, only felt decently and tested negative today. Yay, Miss Fizz! The clean bill of health. We're happy to hear that. Am I back, by the way? Okay, we hear and see you. Thank you. Yeah, especially because I don't have like a live 2D model, I realize that I like doing like the hand cams a lot more, because then you guys get to just sort of see what I'm up to. It's more, I think it's more interactive that way. Also, I just do a lot with my hands, and I also like, maybe we'll end up decorating some top loaders today. Yippee! Yeah, so OffKai takes place in the Bay Area. It started in the Bay Area. It actually, the first OffKai was at a hotel in San Jose, which is like, if this is the Bay Area, San Jose is like down here. And then I actually went alone to the first OffKai. I had a friend who like stayed in the area, so I was able to stay with them. And I ended up leaving on day 3 on Sunday, which was something that I really, really regret, because I missed Iron Mouse's first concert performance. And it was so good. I remember seeing the recording and being like, I missed it. And then that was the year that Lazulite was the headliner. And so V Shoujo was also really like popping up at the time, and so they had a couple panels and meet and greets with their livers. I don't remember if there was a meet and greet for Lazulite. Otherwise, I think I would have gotten it. I don't think there was, but there was a performance. And that very first like concert performance of Diamond City Lights and everyone doing the Kahen Sanren mix, it still resonates with me. Like every time I watch that video, I can feel like the vibrations in my chest. I remember going, chainsaw fire, fire, fire. And I think it was so significant too, because it was in a closed space. So it wasn't like it was a high ceiling or anything. This was like their main stage, which was like a small room in comparison to the room that they have now. But everyone who was there was jamming out, and it was so good. So that really made me want to come back for the next year. Exactly. Baguettes in chat. Oh, wait a minute. I can bring out my light sticks. Give me a second. I am back. So, my mic fell again. I really need a mic stand. I need a proper mic stand instead of using freaking boxes that my mic can't even balance on. Okay. So this is the light stick from OffKai Expo Gen 1. I think this logo looked really good for their first generation. It also has it on like the hilt here. I actually did not buy this one. At the time, I couldn't justify $40 for one light stick, but I also didn't know how nice it is to have a good quality light stick. And how important it would be for concerts later on. So I ended up getting it from a friend, and I'm so thankful that I have it now because, just kidding, this is Gen 1. I also really like the design for this one. This one like stands out. I think it's a great like poppy design, but it isn't too cluttered or anything. This one doesn't actually have the engravement here because I just got the tube and then I bought this light stick off of Amazon. So if you want a basic Lumica light stick, Lumica is the brand here, you can get it off of Amazon for like $30, I think. And then you could, well, these are interchangeable for any tube that you do want. Oh, it's naked! Oh my god! Oh, just so you guys know, this is probably going to be a big yapping stream, so I hope you guys are buckled in. If you have any questions too about like how the experience was, go ahead and put it in chat and I'll be happy to answer. Yeah, so this was Gen 1. This is Gen 2. I actually bought my Gen 2 light stick. I'm actually glad that I only got one, because now with all the light sticks that they have for each year, I'm like, wouldn't be a good idea to have two. And I really like the way this one looks. It's very classy. And then they came out with OffKai Expo 3. Where's my light stick? I didn't buy it because I thought that the tubes, I thought what gave it color was the inserts on the inside. But lo and behold, the inserts are actually, it's actually just glitter, and it's the tube itself that's printed on. And I'm like, no, because they absolutely ran out. And I'm like, oh, I'm so stupid. No, because I don't even know if they're making extras of like OffKai Gen 3, maybe to sell to staff afterwards, or even to sell on the store. If they put it on the store, I'm fucking buying one of these. But yeah, so I didn't buy my Gen 3 one. No. But it's okay. And you guys will see why it's okay. And yes, and then so Gen 2, I signed up to be a part of the Maid Cafe. The Maid Cafe debuted last year, and it's run by someone who's very experienced running convention maid cafes, which was super nice. Vivi, hello, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, when I first did the orientation, I was so blown away by how professional everything was. And it ended up having a great time last year doing the cafe, which made me wanted to do again this year. And so then I am now I am now a maid senpai. Woo, yippee! It's very small. It's like senpai kohai, but I'm like, oh, I'm a senpai. Yeah. So then this time was a little, I knew the flow a little bit better. The first Maid Cafe last year, it took a little bit to understand the flow of the cafe, like how other people worked when they bring their tables up, and stuff like that. We do have like place cards that tell you, okay, this table is going to go to this table at this time. This table is going to do this at this time. But also we really just try to work with the flow and trying not to clog up the photo corner, which is the most popular part of the photo corner. PastelSoni, I know, I'm a senpai. So then last year when I did the Maid Cafe, I didn't wear a wig or anything because I was still pretty new to cosplay, and I wasn't confident that I could wear the cosplay the entire time, and so I didn't. But this year I cosplayed, and I was one of the handful of mint cosplayers this past weekend. I'm like, yeah, this is so cool. Oh wait, I realized my mic might have prevented that from going through. It's so cool. Yeah, so I cosplayed as Mint for the entire Maid Cafe, which was very fun because people were excited to take pictures. I think people in general are just like, I mean, if I every time I saw another Mint cosplay, I'm like, it's a Mint cosplayer. You're so cute. Love the cosplay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll actually walk you guys through like the flow of the cafe for those of you who weren't able to be there. So first, there is like a stand at the front of the door. That's where you give your tickets. Don't worry, we heard it. Okay, good. I wasn't sure like how it would like cap the sounds. So then you come into the door. You come into the door here, and then there's a little stand, and then they take your ticket, and then she brings you in. She's like, okay, wait at the door, Gochujin-sama. And then the head maid says, Gochujin-sama has returned home. Seno. And then all the maids like bow in a 45-degree angle and go, Okaeri nasaimasen, Gochujin-sama. Ooh. And then afterwards, then they're sent off to go get a food and a drink. I am so sorry to everyone who had a sandwich. They looked questionable. I didn't have to eat one, so that's all I could say. This is the first time we had sandwiches this year, so I think like in the next coming years we're just gonna have to figure out what kind of meal works the best, because last year we had a lot of snacks and stuff, but it ended up being a lot of food that we also ran out of, and so we're just still trying to figure out that flow. And then your maid will go and take you to your table. So then something that I would say, hotel has monopoly on foodstuffs. There were calories, so that was enough. Oh, the sandwich. Okay, that's actually really good to know. This year's Maid Cafe was a significant improvement over last year. Frank, hello! Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Camera-kun died. Give me a second to fix Camera-kun. Camera-kun is back. Yippee! Maybe I was moving the table so much it actually moved the wire. I hope it doesn't stop dying. Shit. Yeah, it sucks how you have to get food from the hotel. It was not great. This is my opinion. I am not staff, by the way. I do not speak on behalf of staff. This is my own personal opinion as a humble maid. Honestly, like, especially, I think for some people, that was like either the only meal they've had that day or it was breakfast or something. I know that if I was in that position, I would eat that sandwich, no questions asked, because it's protein, it's grains, and maybe a minuscule amount of veggies. Like, really, that's more nutrition than you get the entire weekend. Sure, it didn't fit the theme well, but food was better for a busy convention day. Yeah, it was sustenance. And I think when we're all walking around, when everything's crazy and we're trying to process everything, like that is the best thing that we can eat. I would take the sandwich over the pastries. Oh, that's good to know. That's very good to know. I had breakfast, but it was my only meal. Yes, yeah. So they had little sandwiches for us in the back, but the sandwiches were like this big. And I'm like, I eat a lot. Like, what? The next day, they actually ended up getting us a different kind of sandwich. Wink wonk. But they only told us we could have a quarter of it. I'm like, what? But they had like a ton of sandwiches. I'm like, huh. I think everyone got a sandwich though. I didn't steal from someone else. Did I? 4 protein bars is a meal, right? You, Various. No, you gotta eat more. I guess maybe if it was a nutritional bar, but if it's straight up protein, like you're not getting the other like vitamins and minerals that you need, maybe a vitamin, like a multivitamin might be able to cover that, but still. At least you're not eating that every day. Like if it's for a weekend, it's like whatever. Also, Various, I'm so sad. I only got to see you once, very briefly, but it's okay. I want to make plans to actually like meet and we can hang out next year. So, and then the patrons would be like, okay, Gochujin samas, please come this way. We're gonna go to table number blank, table number 8, for example. And then so everyone sits down on the little table. It's all good. My schedule is packed. So was mine. So I had some hotel cereal bowls in my backpack that I snacked on that tied me over. Misfits, you're like tall though. Like you need to eat a lot. Like the little cereal bowls. Oh my god, I bet that's not enough. But at least it's something, you know? And then I would tell everyone, so everyone please take a seat anywhere that you'd like. So we need to do a spell. to make sure that our hands are clean before we start eating. So I want everyone to hold their hands out like this, and I'm gonna put some hand sanitizer in it, and then we're gonna rub our hands all together to make our hands super clean, okay? And so everyone sticks out their hands, which is a little weird because it's like normally when you instantly get hand sanitizer, you're like, oh, at least for me, I'm like, oh, it's gonna evaporate. So I'm like, okay, I gotta rub my hands. But then like we're all like this with just the hand sanitizer just pooling in our hands. But it's fine. It was very brief. And then I would say, all right, gochujin-sama, rub your hands as fast as you can. And on the count of 3, we're gonna say moe. 1, 2, 3, moe. That's actually something that I learned this year. And I think it's very fun. Like the more little chants and stuff that you do, the more like immersive the experience feels. And that was absolutely something that I tried to do this year. I think last year, since it was very fun, I'm glad to hear. I think it's because last year was my first time doing a Maid Cafe ever. I was a little more meek. I didn't really quite know how much of myself to put out there, I guess, because I also didn't want to like, essentially, I didn't want to like try too much to be someone that I wasn't in order to do what I thought was good for the Maid Cafe. But I think especially having that experience last year, I have a baseline to go off of. So this year I was just like, I was watching some Maid Cafe videos from Japan, and the maids are super cute, not only because they visually are cute, but because they play the part. Like when you go into a maid cafe, you want to be surrounded by moe-ness. You want to be pampered by a maid. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to like just go for it. And if it seems like I believe it, then my patrons are definitely going to believe it too. And I'm saying this just because like, it's so interesting for me, who I feel like I'm pretty, what you see is what you get, at least with my like personality. And sometimes, especially in like social situations, I get anxious enough where like subconsciously I start trying to be someone that I think people are gonna want. And that was very conflicting with the Maid Cafe, because there's this very there's this image of what someone working at a maid cafe should act like. And so I think the first year I was very conflicted, because I still wasn't sure where the line was between myself and like what people wanted me to be in the maid cafe. But I think doing it last year set a baseline for me that it's fine. Like as like you're free, as long as you're friendly, as long as you're having fun, like that's good enough. Like I don't have to stress myself out to be someone that I'm not. So this time around, like I knew who I was, and I have good customer service skills now because of my job. And so I just turned up the cute charm a little bit. Like I was still myself, but I exaggerated what I thought was a good, were like good traits to show in a maid cafe. And I think I did really well, and I think it worked out really well. And like the counterbalance to that was that I think what really helped me stay sane, feeling myself is what I mean, is that I was tabling with people that I know. And so I had this system set up where because there's a lot of wisp pomudachis in the community who might want to go to the maid cafe, I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to request me specifically as their maid, so that we could be like a nice little like community at a table. And it worked out really well. Like people signed up for time slots, and I did that so that, because I can only have 5 patrons per table, I didn't want there to be 6 people and we can't accommodate them. So I had specific time slots where people could sign up for, and then people would buy tickets for that time slots and then come together as a group. And so, okay, I can actually talk about how each table went. But then, yeah, oh, sorry. And then I got a little sidetracked. This was my first time at a maid cafe ever. I'm so lucky my table had such a talented and cute maid. God, he gets Miss. No! Shh! It's so kind of you, but no! I'm gonna be tsundere about it. And then, so after like the spell to wipe your hands, it's like, okay, your hands are all cute. Your hands are all cute, your hands are all clean. And then I think it worked really well. Okay, yay, yippee, I'm glad. I think I was the first person to do that because last year there were people who also had tables coming in. But it was a little more low key where it's like, okay, like it's like, okay, these people are just going to stand in the back. And then when they come forward, I'll just go ahead and take them. But this time I could go to the front and be like, okay, I have a table this round because I had already told a like the head maid that these are the specific time slots that I will be seeing patrons. So then the times that I am not seeing patrons, I could be wandering the floor, I could be helping with other things, but these are the time slots that I need to have my patrons. And it worked out super well because we had enough maids where we could have like everyone would be able to get a break. Thankfully, because last year it felt like I was working every time slot, which is really, really tough. You are a Min cosplayer, you tsundere. Like Oshi, like fan. So after hands are clean, then I would say, okay, everyone, so there's one more spell we have to do, and it makes your food 1,000 times better. So I'm gonna all need your help with this, and this is how it goes. It goes like this. Oishiku nare, moe moe kyun. So I want everyone to do it with me, okay? And then I would say, se no, oishiku nare, moe moe kyun. And everyone would be like smiling and stuff after. I'm like, haha, I did it. And then I'd be like, okay, Gochujin-sama, so go ahead and take a bite into your meals. I will come back in a little bit once you're able to enjoy your food. So then this is the point in time in which obviously you want time to eat. I think it would be fun to have entertainment while you are eating, but honestly, like, it's a lot on the maids. So it's nice that we got to step away. Oops. It's nice that we got to step away and like maybe go take a sip of water, which I did quite often, or maybe shovel like food into my mouth because I was so hungry. But then it also gave time for the patrons to actually like talk to each other. Yay! Oh, shikunare, cute. And like that is so important to have high energy for it, and especially all of my tables, y'all did great at bringing up the energy. Like the whole room could hear you guys be like, oh, shikunare, because it really just sets a precedence that like, okay, you guys are like in. If you're in, like that's when you have the most fun, because it could be really easy to walk into a maid cafe and just be really intimidated because you've never been in this kind of setting before. You don't really know not necessarily how you should act, but what the vibes are and like how to navigate the room with those vibes. And so I think ice breaking that really early, literally taking a pickaxe and go breaking the ice and then just being able to talk with your other patrons at the table is such a great experience, and it's really the best way to have your maid cafe experience. Because let's say that people are really shy. They're really, really shy, and even after the oishikunare moe moe kyun, they're still not talking to each other. It decreases your experience at the maid cafe because it is a social setting, and if you're not being social, then you don't really get the most out of it, and sometimes that reflects negatively back on the maid cafe, as in like it's like oh, the maid cafe was boring because we didn't really get to do anything. Well, you didn't talk to the people around you. So make sure to socialize. I think you made it kind of comfy for me to go all in since I wasn't really embarrassed to go full 100%. Yeah, I think especially having known you guys on the online community beforehand, and then in me also just feeling really comfortable knowing that these aren't random people. We already have something similar. We already have like similar interests, so I already felt like that first layer for me is gone, where like I don't feel like I have to try to forcefully connect everyone with a question or a scenario or a story. Like we can just get right into it and act like we've been friends forever. We've all known each other for a long time, in which we have technically, like on the online communities, we have known each other, but just not in person. And like especially with these con spaces, or I guess specifically the Maid Cafe, you only have 45 to 50 minutes. And so it's like when we hit the pavement, we're gonna go. My crew of 5 all met at AWA, and I think that's the Atlanta convention, right? 2 years ago, and tried to do things together. This was so perfect. Also, yes, you made things so much fun. I'm glad. I'm like, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna make this happen. So then after like that 5-minute period, because a lot of my tables wanted checkies, which also thank you everyone for getting checkies and for like wanting to request them. I'm sorry that I ended up having to limit the checkies because we were getting backed up at the photo corner. We unfortunately only have one photo corner for 8 tables, and everyone wants a photo. Not necessarily a checkie, but they also want a digital photo as well. And so the checkies were really affordable. It's a great way to like be able to interact with your maid and have fun. I had so much fun doing poses with you guys, and then seeing the pictures afterward, it feels so much more intimate. It's fun. I wanted more, but I appreciate getting to. Yeah. I want to see the Gengar pic. Was so perfect. So what Misfits requested, so Misfits had a Gengar hoodie on, and it was like crouched on the ground with like hands like the nya pose, not in a nya pose, but like and then they requested that I like, it's like I'm like using them as a Pokemon. I'm like, go! So I was like pointing there in the Mint cosplay, and it was fantastic. And then we would come back, and then the photo corner, normally when everyone at the beginning is starting to eat, the photo corner is empty because everyone eats at the same time. But then after that, the photo corner starts, people start lining up to it depending on if they're supposed to do this with their patrons, if they're supposed to do that with their patrons before going to the photo booth. And so like, sorry if I had to rush you guys to like eat a little bit, or you weren't just able to eat your food at all, because I wanted to make sure that my patrons got to the photo booth. Wait, that's so cute. Yeah, it was. Do I have it? Wait, did you post it, Misfits? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's hard to find. I have to scroll. I have my Twitter out, so I can just show it. I think you did post it. I'm an idiot. It was under the same thread. Oh my god. Oh, it was a separate post I made. Shoot. I have to go even farther for that. Everything mint. Everything mint. Bustin'. So that's even further. Oh my god. Oh, okay, maybe I won't be able to pull it up, but you guys will know. I just retweeted it. Okay. Duplicate. Alright, you guys ready? Boom! There it is! Isn't that cute? The Gengar on the ground, Misfits, and then I'm over here like, go! Go at it! It was a great idea. Alright, I'm gonna hide that for now. It's fun. It's very, very fun. So there is this rule in the Maid Cafe that we are supposed to be that we only exist inside of the Maid Cafe, which means that we don't know anything about memes. You can see me fiddling with my thumbs because I'm a little guilty. We don't know what things are like dabbing. We don't know any sort of like modern culture, and we're not supposed to be bringing that into the cafe. But I did take some of those photos with my patrons because it's fun. Like, how am I not gonna do that? You'll actually see a photo later where like a whole group of us are dabbing. I think for the sake of my position in the Maid Cafe, I will try not to do as many of those photos next year because I don't want to get kicked out for breaking rules. But I want to say it was fun dabbing. Oops. It is okay. It is okay. So then I'd be like, okay, go Jujitsu-mas. Let's make our way over to the photo booth. So first you would go over to the little worth it. I think so too. but I also want to be respectful of the rules. Went over to the merch table. So last year we actually had exclusive V Shoujo merch of the art that they did for the cafe. So if you went inside the cafe, there were standees of each V Shoujo member, including the newest member. It was Mitzvah. You know, we could blame the liver. She was our freaking liver. Including Michi. Even Michi was there. But also just the art for this, like, freaking cafe is so pretty. All of them are so good. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of the coasters this year, which makes me sad. Because I definitely wanted the Matara, the Kuro, and the Michi one. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it in time. I can't believe one of the guys at my table bought all the unused checkies from everyone in the table. In the end, he got over it. That guy was crazy. Also, I want to say this guy was able to do it because he was in the very last seating for the day. I think they definitely would have denied him, but because it was the last seating for the day, they're just like, okay, if you want 10 checkies, we'll give you 10 checkies. Also, he's a real G. He took a picture with like everyone, and then everyone got to sign it. It was really cool. But then we go over to the little merch table. I actually have OffKai merch that I bought from the cafe last year. You got Kuro and Mata. Wow! Congratulations. I'm debating whether or not I should go get that merch right now. But it's okay. I think it's the same thing as this, except it's like an entire acrylic stand. Excuse me. And we'll go in this in a second. Some cafes do go hard on the role play, but I'm glad you're more loose about it. I, for the life of me, couldn't maintain it. That's why you guys didn't see it. Because I knew that if I maintained it more than those very like sparkly cute moments doing the moe moe kyun stuff, I would actually wear myself out emotionally. So that was my give and take. I wanted to go hard on those moments to make it feel like I'm welcoming you into the Maid Cafe. And then afterwards, it was just me. Yeah, I think if I try to maintain that, in which I think some of the other girls like have they're able to keep it in the back of their mind, but not me. Like, I have to try really hard to try to remember that I am supposed to act a certain way. And so preferably I like the way that I did it, at least for myself, because I knew that was the best balance for me. And it was also more fun and casual because you guys are not complete strangers. I think if I had more tables that were complete strangers, I would definitely uphold that persona more. But I felt like as soon as I got those things out of the way, it's like, all right, let's have fun. So I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you did enjoy that. It makes me happy to know that I'm like, cool. We're good. We're cool. So then you go over to the merch table, and then our merch is also super cute. I love the OffKai Cafe. The logo here, OffKai Cafe, was made by one of our staff members, and it's iconic. I love it. I think it's perfect for the cafe. So glad that she made it. And then after that, so actually at the table you could buy merch, which actually includes a light stick. So that's why it's like, okay that I didn't get this year's OffKai, because I have the OffKai Cafe light stick, which also, look at this. This is so cute. It has Maid Sam on it. It has our logo. It is pink. It is the cutest thing. I'm not going to turn it on. I don't have the batteries. But what is even better, so this is actually like one of the I guess one of the perks for being able to work in the Maid Cafe, like volunteers. They gave us little pins last year, but this year they gave us this, and da 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 da, it has my name on it. Look at this, PastelSoni. This is for me. It's customized. Oh my god. I was flipping my shit. I was on the ground. I actually fell to the ground when I got this. I was like, oh. Minecraft. Oof. And then falls to the ground. So this is my light stick. I don't know. Like, me getting this made me feel like wow. Like, because I put myself out there for the Maid Cafe, because I put in so much work into learning the dance that I did, because I'm trying to do my best to make the Maid Cafe such an enjoyable experience for everyone. Like, to be recognized in this way is so cool, and it means a lot to me. So again, to the Maid Cafe staff, I don't even know if any of them are gonna watch this, but thank you so much. This is such a thoughtful gift, and I am extremely happy with it, and I will carry it with me next year to OffKai. So I think they definitely weren't expecting the merch to sell out, because it sold out by like 2 o'clock, maybe the 3rd or the 4th time slot on both days. Which is amazing, because then all the money just goes right back into the Maid Cafe, so we can get more decorations. I was gonna say we can get better food, but unfortunately that's not how that works. We can get even more merch for next year, and so yeah, I hope you guys love the Maid Cafe design just as much as me. And we'd go over to the photo corner, so you get like a nice little backdrop. I really enjoyed, I'm so happy I nabbed a light stick. Nice, Miss Vis, so you have one too. I really enjoyed the casual nature of the Maid Cafe. Makes it easier to talk about VTubers. Absolutely. I think if it was any more like role play-ish, it would feel a little out of place. This is a VTuber convention. A lot of us are VTuber fans, and so just being able to break that social awkward barrier and just go right into VTubers like is really important. I was so sad they ran out of merch for us, but I guess that's good for my wallet. Oh yeah, if I didn't buy the merch from last year, I would have bought it from this year, and that would have made a sizable gap. They had light sticks, they did. Neon Shrine based as always. Cool. Definitely need that merch next year. Yeah, we'll see what we get for next year. Very, very excited. So then when you go over to the photo booth area, you're per party, you're allowed 1 digital photo, and then checkies or any additional checkies are $3. And so you can actually buy the checkies at the merch table. It was up to 3 per group, but we're gonna need to figure out a better system, just because if every person that comes in the cafe wants a checkie, it is impossible workflow wise, because we have maids that are sitting at a table decorating them. They're gonna have to decorate all those checkies every time slot. But then also we only have 1 photo area, and so we're gonna need to figure out the logistics of that. Because last year, because it was our first year, not a lot of checkies were purchased, and so it's just a lot of like digital photos, which is fine as well. But definitely taking checkies with patrons, seeing it, and especially in this little card, and being able to give that to the patrons is such a great memory. Like, you guys got a steal for $3. You get a signature, you get a personalized message, and a photograph in a card for $3. It's funny because I would advertise more the hell out of checkies, because I think they're fun, and they're cheap. But I don't know how that's gonna work out next year. So, but then, yeah, you could take a digital photo. That's the only time photography is allowed in the Maid Cafe. We do not allow photographs of our maids, especially without permission. No photographs allowed except for the photo area. And then staff would be the one taking photos, and they're going to be releasing those photos later on. Yeah, unfortunately, no photos with the standees either. The standees are limited. It was surprisingly cheap. It was ridiculously cheap. Because checkies last year were $6. They decreased the price by half. Even still, $6. I think $6 is a reasonable amount, actually. Yeah, but then, so then you take your photo with your maid. So I did a lot of heart poses, or like we're each half the heart. So then you connect hands like this. There was a lot of people who wanted this one, which I think is really funny, because if I was going to go to a maid cafe, I'm going to get something really cute with my maid. But a lot of y'all were just like, yeah, I want to get rejected. You guys didn't like say that up front or anything, but it's just so funny to me. This is just such a meme that it worked out so well in the photo too. It's just so funny. There's also like the Nya cat pose. There's like the Moe Moe Kyun. What I didn't do was like any of the like the really chuny, like the hand over the face. Honestly, you're the primary reason I spent extra. Yeah, spend your money at the Maid Cafe. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kuzu. And then afterwards, the photo then gets signed. Actually, I didn't know this, but in real maid cafes too in Japan, there are maids off to the side who decorate the checkies. It is not your maid, and that makes a lot of sense, just because if you are a maid and you have patrons, having to step away from them and they're sort of like lost standing there not really sure where to go just to decorate a checky doesn't make any sense. So a lot of the decorations on this side here were done by the maids. And then yeah, and then we brought our patrons back to the table then, and then they would bring the decorated checkies over to the table, and then we would sign them. So I guess I'll block this. Yippee! So this is what it looks like. It's a cute little card. I need it. I don't know where this QR code goes. Maybe it goes back to OffKai Cafe main website. But isn't it so cute? It's like cardstock, but it's so nicely printed. You could easily just put this up on a dresser and have it be like a nice memory. All right, so this is what it looks like on the inside. I don't know how to read the Japanese. If I had to guess, thank you for coming. Gojidin-sama. Oh yeah, the heart and the thumbs up. A cafe in Japan probably wouldn't do that. Yeah, I think I like it. I like this a lot more casual, at least being a maid, because then I could be a little more silly and have fun with it. But definitely like being super serious, I wouldn't be able to do that. So this one's so cutely decorated. This was actually decorated not by a maid, but this was decorated by a butler. Yippee! So if you guys happen to meet Salty Zero in the Maid Cafe, he was one of our butlers. He took most of the photos for this weekend, which is a lot of photos. Props to him. It was so fun being able to do the Maid Cafe with him. I didn't know that he was a Pomudachi Wisp, and so it's so cool to be able to like hang out with them as well as my patrons. Like it was just so fun. I enjoyed it so much. Hi K-Barn, yippee! Salty, yeah! Butler Salty is incredible. He's so cool. And he decorated this. Busted. So if I scooch this in a little more, so this is actually this was on the last day of the Maid Cafe, so we were able to move the standees. But we have the Min standee and the Matara standee that they both actually signed sometime during the convention. And it's so cool because they put little details there that are so fun. And actually at the bottom of Min's, apparently from what other people said, because I don't know how to read it, but it was the Gachikoi Kojo. So it's the one where like it's a chant that you sing for your oshi. In Japanese, it's supposed to be like, what the fuck is this? Like when you're saying it, it's like, this isn't some nonsense that you're spewing, but it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be funny, but it's also supposed to convey that you really love your oshi. And I only know the first part, so it goes, "Iitai koto ga aru nda yo. Yappari Minto-chan kawaii yo. Suki suki daisuki yappa suki. Something 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 ohime-sama." And then it just keeps going. Yeah. Bustin'. And so there's actually two mints in this photo. This one's me, and that one is Ruru. So Ruru is one of the other Mint cosplayers that was at the convention this weekend. Her cosplay was phenomenal. So she's an experienced cosplayer. But she actually like made her cosplay. So when you look at it, it's like, oh my god, like this looks so good. It looks like it was professionally made. If you haven't followed her already, follow her on Twitter. Ruru is her name, but I think her Twitter tag is Roreru. So RORERU. But she was a special guest at the Maid Cafe on Sunday, and people loved having two mints there. And so at the end, we took a photo together because we were mints in crime. And then you guys are probably wondering, what's on this side? So this is actually a signature page. Thank you for visiting OffKai Maid Cafe. Yippee! And then, wha-bam! Signatures. Look! Wow, I did actually read the Salty Zero. That's so cool. And this is the Ruru, and this is mine. I actually wrote my full username on here, but I mainly signed my my photo cards with just like Soni. Just Soni. That's my signature. Look at that S though. Oh, that was the last one. Oh, yippee. Yeah. So then sometimes I would put a little note here that says like "moe moe kyun." For two of them, I wrote "break something." Because it's an homage to I need to break something. Ruru is big on frogs, which I realize this is so cute. She put the frogs on top. Yippee! Yeah, so now you can display this like this on a shelf, and then whenever you want, you can open and be like, oh my god, that's my picture with a cute maid. So that's that. This you already saw already, so this is the mascot, Sam. I'm pretty sure she has like a long name, but I'm guessing in the Maid Cafe it's Sam for simplicity's sake, because her long name is insane. V Shoujo, of course, was the sponsor for the Maid Cafe this year. And speaking of which, we can actually go through the schedule for that weekend. They had their livers come out and visit everyone. So they had a specific talent come out every hour, every time slot for the Maid Cafe, which was super, super cool. Ta-da! Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to move chat. We'll move chat this way. There we go. Okay, so first meeting was Iron Mouse at 12:30. That was super cute. Still super cool. Still can't believe we missed Mint by an hour. Hi Ray Mac, how are you? I know. I was crying for you guys. Because it's like if only every time slot could get her, but unfortunately it was just one time slot. I got to meet Giga. Hihi minto. So Iron Mouse, I remember, I have a funny story actually. So in the first OffKai Cafe, it was Iron Mouse's first time at a convention. And so Gunrun himself was escorting her around. I'm good. You just want to perceive your Oshi from afar. So Gunrun was escorting Iron Mouse himself, and at the time I knew of Iron Mouse. I knew she was one of the guests, but I didn't know anything about her content. I think this was before she really started blowing up with Connor as well. And so she was still like rising in the numbers as a VTuber. Like she was quickly becoming one of the, if not already, most popular female VTubers on Twitch. But it was still her first time, and see, she was still like super shy, but really excited to meet people. And I was at the karaoke room that year. And so she comes in and we're just like, hi Iron Mouse. And then we're just quiet. Like myself and everyone else on that table was quiet. And then like I think it was Gunrun, or maybe it was like one of the staff members like, so do any of you guys want to say anything to Iron Mouse? And we were quiet. None of us said a word. And I would have said something, but the reason why I didn't say anything is because I'm like, wow, Iron Mouse is really big. I don't think she would want to talk to someone like me. I bet she's talking to so many people in the convention. She just doesn't want to talk to people anymore. So I didn't say anything. And then it was afterward that I learned that it was her first convention, and she was so happy to meet everyone and anyone, because that was her first time being able to go to a convention. I'm like, well, shit. So I got to meet Iron Mouse OffKai Gen 1, but I just didn't say anything. Okay, I'm gonna get some water. Okay, give me a sec. I have donut holes. Yummy. And a strawberry. Yippee. Okay. Everything's down the hatch. Everyone in the main cafe was super excited to meet Iron Mouse. There's just something about Iron Mouse, like, it feels like she will never get tired of meeting people. And like, that is so cool as a creator, because it could be beyond draining. And sometimes you just don't want to talk with people. But Iron Mouse is always so gracious and so excited to meet people. And then Zen came by at the 1 o'clock time slot. So Zen, oh, the mint meet and greets were from the 11 to 12. So I didn't expect anyone within that time slot to be there. But from what I hear from Twitter, barely anyone got a mint meet and greet. So it just was the case. So then Zen was the second time slot. So I remember seeing just these green eyes and a smile on a screen, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? And like, it was still the beginning of the Maid Cafe. I knew that V Shoujo was all the livers are gonna be there, but like, I didn't put two and two together that was Zen. Because I'd never seen Zen's form before. Alvin, welcome, Alvin. Mint Virus, hello. Wait, Suki, that's you, right? Did you change your name to Mint Virus? Or is this just a completely different person? I remember hearing stories where she actually got mad when someone didn't come to meet her. Yeah, she's like, why are you afraid of me? I don't fight. Iron Mouse is just so cool. And then Zen was there, and she's fun as always, very funny. Kei-san is amazing. She's so good at playing the part. I guess, like, I didn't want to go meta with it, but like, she is so good at keeping up her persona. She's so fun to interact with. I changed it from Pomu Virus. Okay, hi Suki, welcome. Zen has so many forms. I don't know a lot about Zen. I've heard of the toaster, but I didn't know the toaster actually had a form, and that was the form. I can finally talk. Hi Road, thank you so much for waiting the 30 minutes. I'm sorry. I had instances in the past where people would just hop in my chat. I had no clue who they were, and that made me really uncomfortable. So thank you so much for waiting that period of time. I was the first one in Mint's meet and greet, and it made it to the Maid Cafe that day to see Mousy. Really? Oh my god. Well, that's so cool how you got to meet both of them. That's insane. Yeah, Kei-san was fun. Kei-san's very fun. She is the queen. Actually, when there was a little bit of downtime, I went up to her and said, so like, Kei-san, when you first introduced that you're going to be part of V Shoujo and you came out in cosplay and then you did like the stance, yeah, only normal people chat now. Hi, Morning Dew. Hi, Cleese. Hi, Sonny. Your stories are so fun and comfy. Thank you so much. I didn't realize so many of you guys were kicked out because of that 30-minute time. I'm so sorry. But yes, welcome. It's just me just going off about my OffKai experience. I think my throat is already hurting, but I'm like, I don't care. I'm not going to be talking for the rest of the day anyways. I had Mataras right after the Maid Cafe too. My Saturday was a dream. That is insane. Whoa, Road, like you won. You won both Mint and Matara, and you got to see Iron Mouse. That's insane. But then yeah, I told her she did the squat, and like, to me, like, she is such the image of femininity. Like, to be able to have that kind of power is so inspiring. I'm like, it made me want to be like you. Just like, fuck it, bitches, I'm here. And then she was just like, of course, I am the delinquent after all. And I'm just like, oh, you're so cute. And then, drum roll, mint. So you guys might have seen it on Twitter, but I'm gonna go over it just because it was such a fun time slot. Oh, wait, before I move on to that, the Pomodachis at Kaison's time slot, you guys were so much fun. I did something on the fly, so it's like, okay, what kind of game can we play? And I'm like, well, I want something more fun. And so we played headbands, but I like makeshift made it so we can guess what the VTuber was. So I grabbed like pieces of tape, I wrote on Sharpie, and then I stuck those pieces of tape on the back of the cards, and then I stuck them on people's heads. Like, all right, now we're playing the VTuber edition. Guess the VTuber. And at first it was very sorry guys, I'm backpedaling a little bit. Not mid yet. And frog brain. I'm sorry, Rayman. So they each had the little headbands on, and they had to guess who the VTuber was. So the questions at first were like, okay, what company do they work for? Are they in this wave? Are they in that wave? And that becomes really easy to narrow it down. So it was funny because we were playing the game, but we were also trying to figure out ways to figure out the VTuber without asking the super like obvious questions. And I did a little funny. I put Frogbert on one of them. And they were answering like, is this person a VTuber? Yeah. That one's a little funny. After that, I did like active VTubers. I never did inactive VTubers either, like Nino or Pulmu. It was just Frogbert. I wanted to have a little fun with that one. And I was able to do that same game for other time slots as well, but this one we were really like trying to figure it out. You guys were fun. You guys were my first like poem table, and so it felt right at home, like just being, because everyone had their happies too. Like when you see the happies are on the con, you're just like, oh, my brethren. And so it was so comfy. I felt like I could be just really relaxed around you guys, because I also like, again, like bringing out that super charm, and then afterwards just reverting back to, okay, what's up, Pomodachis? Feel free to ignore me going back 30 minutes, but the checkies were really fun. I'm really happy everyone loved my Doki Flush. Yeah, the checkies were great. I definitely want to be able to do more checkies. I want to see if we can somehow figure that out with the Maid Cafe, but right, yeah, the checkies are fun. And then I'm trying to remember what else happened during that time slot. You guys ate your food, and then we did the photo corner. I think you guys took some funny photos, but I don't have any of those photos. So if you could send me some of those photos, I want to have them for myself. I think we did a fun shot, but I can't remember what it was. Yeah. If I get permission, I'll post those too to my Twitter. I missed something. Oh my god. All right. You guys are in for a treat. Hold on. I gotta blank this out first because I gotta prepare it. There was actually a surprise during the Zen time slot, and I'm trying to have it prepared. Oh fuck. Was I not able to get it to work? I have to figure out how I can get it on my computer, because I have the full thing on my phone. I don't know, maybe we could just watch it on my phone, but I want to watch it on the computer because that's so much more fun. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can make it happen. Oh, okay. It's gonna take a second because it has to upload. So we'll go ahead and take that time. I'm actually so excited to show you guys because I am really proud. I think I did a really good job. And so like and I'll give context to it as well. Could you send it to yourself on Discord? So I don't have Nitro. And so I'd have to break up the video in 2 pieces and I don't want to do that. So I'm just trying to upload it to Drive right now. So we'll see how that goes. I hope it uploads to the right drive because I only have one pulled up on my computer right now. Yeah, it didn't give me the option. It just says preparing. So we'll just go from there. So actually, let me pull back up the incognito. Boop. Okay. And then the mint time slot. Yeah, I posted this on my Twitter, but like, so when they do sound check and stuff, when the livers pop up, they always go like, "Hello, can you hear me?" And then I heard that and I went, "Ah!" And I put my hands over my mouth. I'm like, "Oh my god, I hope she didn't hear that." I'm freaking out. I haven't even gotten to see her yet. But before she went on the floor, I actually I went up to her because I wanted to talk to my Yoshi, and I was just like, "Hi, I'm PastelSoni," and she was like, "Oh, you're so cute," and I'm like, that is my legacy. That was the crying legacy. She called me cute and I started crying. No. But I had to get my act together real quick because I had to go back out on the floor. Oh. Alright, it's trying to upload. So we'll see how fast that goes. No, she gripped. Dork to dork communication here really is. And then I told her so this is actually my 2nd year in the Maid Cafe, and I actually did the Maid Cafe last year for the first time because you inspired me to, because you really love maids, and I just want to tell you that I'm actually having I think that's a perfectly normal reaction. No. I'm so embarrassed. And then I told her and I wanted to say that I'm actually having such a great time. And yeah, I was super happy to tell her that because we all know how much she loves maids, and for her to actually make an appearance in the Maid Cafe is so cool, especially because in I think one of the podcast episodes she talked about how there's not a lot of maid cafes in the US. So for her to be able to go to one in the US, I think is really, really cool. And for me to be there and be a part of it, oh my god. Becoming what your Oshi is into is normal. I need to get on that snake regimen. Yeah, honestly, I took the Maid route. I think a lot of people are taking the Metal Gear route. I will try to keep up with her Metal Gear streams because she will be streaming it again. Yeah. Crying in front of my Oshi. I don't want that to be my legacy though. But then I went back out on the floor, and then so she was going around to other tables, so I'm like, all right everyone, finish eating and we'll head over to the photo booth because I want to make sure that we're done with everything by the time she comes over. Snake Maid. It'd be crazy. So we all take the pictures there, and then you guys were really creative with the pictures that you wanted to take. Sorry, I just don't want to go. I don't want to go scrolling, so I'll find it and then I'll pop it back up again. So it's right here. It was Soraichi that posted all the photos. They're so fun. They made look at the Pomu happies. That's how you know you're with the community. Look at all the Pomu happies. Look at all the pen lights. Like, we're all fucking stacked. We all have the same brain cell. It is amazing. Look how cute the photo corner is, though. Like, for groups this big, it's a little small, but it's perfect for taking like individual checkies. Oh, that's going a little far ahead. So we go to the photo table, and I was hoping that you guys could be the last table, but then the guy freaking lifts up the tablet and brings it over to our table. I'm like, well, I guess not. And then and it's so funny. I think Jomar, was it you or was it Soraichi that was just like, oh my god, when she comes over, we have to be like, wait, she hates us. And that's what they did. Wait, she hates us. And she started laughing, and that was great. And it felt right at home. Like, literally, fans and Oshi, like, I honestly don't know how to describe the feeling. It was so homey. He doesn't even have his happy on. Sheesh. Oh god, look at that nerd in the middle left of the heart group shot. I think it was Sora. Okay, it was Sora. And then you guys immediately just started cracking jokes, and like that's always something that I've admired with Pomudachi's wisps. Sorry, did I say something? It's that you guys all have such a funny sense of humor, and I'm not someone who's witty like that normally. I think once I get into a social setting, I can start cracking jokes, but like the fact that you guys are so funny, like right off the bat, I was just enjoying the interactions. Oh man, their heart turned out so much better than ours. Oh, so Ray Mac, it was the heart photo. Do you know who has those photos? If you guys could please send it to me. I want them. So then, and then she came back to the table, and then we talked for a little bit, and it's like, okay, let's do pictures. And I was thinking we could do individual pictures, but then like, they're just like, all right, everyone gather around. I'm like, you know what? Even better. We're a fucking team. The first one was praying to her. This was perfect. She actually like, she just has her eyes closed here. If you look, that's Salty. That's Butler. Butler was got to join us. That's what's so cool about having like Salty in the cafe. He could join us in our shenanigans. The other people in my group were so funny. I was so spaghetti brained. Oh yeah, me too. Spilling spaghetti. When I first saw her, spilled my spaghetti. Even one of the butlers in there. Yep, that's Salty. And then we took another photo. So look at him in the background again. Disclaimer, I will try not to do these kind of poses next year just because it does break cafe rules. But I was just so lost in the moment. I'm like, this is so funny and this is so fun. I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna give up this opportunity. And she was so in on it too. She actually, if you like zoom in on the picture, she has her little tongue sticking out. I feel like OffKai is special because everyone there is inherently a VTuber fan. We're among friends. I would not be that social at another con. Yeah, there's just something, one, about being in a VTuber setting, but two, like even narrowing that down to specifically people who also like your same Oshi, like that is super special. Like being able to hang out with Pomodachis this weekend was super cool because like we're all there for the same reason. Blip. Yeah, exactly. She was blip. Break all rules for Oshi. Break something. So yeah, I think we would have had just as much fun with the other time slot. I'm so sorry that you guys I'm so sorry you guys weren't able to get that time slot. Oh no. Yeah, I didn't even know that they were going to be showing up until the day before the convention started. Like, I thought it was just, okay, they're just sponsoring it. But no, they have their livers except for Mint, walking around. So, and it's the end of the day, and I'm like, I am so tired. But I continued to stay up for X amount of hours after that. Being both Pomudachi and KFP at OffKai was just finding green and orange to talk to for too long. We just outsmarted Nani. Oh my god. I think Nani's already like shitting himself because it lost the 50-50. And then later that night, this is something not related to the cafe, but I want to talk about it just because of how much fun I had. But later that night, I was watching Vanta's Love is Blind watch through. So he actually did the first one like months ago and only recently started them up again. But I was watching it with my roommates because we watched it the first time around, and so we were actually able to watch it in person, and it was so fun. It was so comfortable. What? It didn't upload. Oh, it's because my phone locked. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the pause. Never. You're never gonna lock. Not while I'm here. It's fun. It's fun to watch with friends. The end is a fucking train wreck, but it was still fun to do. I guess I didn't put it in that thread. I'd have to find it somewhere else. Oh, here. Yeah, like being able to hang out with other VTuber fans and watch the same stream together but in person is so much fun. Like, I think inherently watching VTubers is a very independent activity just because we each have different livers that we like to watch. We each have our own like different reactions to it, but to have those reactions live with people that you know and are friends with is so much fun. So I hope that you guys were able to like at night also watch streams together. Partying is fun too, but this is what I did instead of partying, and I love this a lot better because I don't drink. Just sitting making friendship bracelets. OMG, live commenting IRL sounds so fun. Oh my, we were talking about the couples and what we thought about the couples. It was great. It was fantastic. I actually have the bracelets here. Imagine watching WrestleTuber in person. Oh, that would have been actually fantastic. Hehe. Blinders. As in like Love is Blind. Blinders. I made this cute little trans-colored, I only realized after it is trans-colored. It was perfect. Trans-colored bracelet. This one, it just reminds me, it just looks like edible candy. I woke up 9 a.m. Sunday to dump Akasupers on Wawa. Wow. And in this one, I made my own PastelSoni. Yippee! I actually wanted to tie this to my purse for the Maid Cafe. But actually, I hesitated a lot with that because I'm like, why would I wear this on something that I'm wearing out? Like, I'm already PastelSoni. Like, why do I have something with my name on it on my own stuff? Like, I guess to me, it felt very conceited, so I didn't do it. But it's just so cool to have like your username, your name, or whatever on something that you own. To be like, oh my god, my persona is real and not just a figure of Twitter's imagination. But yep, I was wearing these all weekend for the cafe, and it's perfect because this kind of stuff is like perfect for the cafe as well. So yippee. All right, the movie is about a quarter of the way there. Movie. It's saved as a movie. The video is about a quarter of the way there. So hopefully by the time I finish, this thing will be uploaded. And then we had... That's for later. And then we had the second day. Yippee! So first thing we had I just realized this has her last name, Mochivi, instead of just Michi. Why did they put Mochivi on here? But then Michi was going around and she was so excited. She was like, oh my god, this is all so cool. Oh, whoops. There we go. I don't know why they put Mochivi on there. Yeah, and she was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, I love this. She was having a great time being able to talk with everyone. I think this was this the... Misfits, was this your time slot? Or Road, maybe this was your time slot? I don't remember. Whoa, stream time. Hello, Implode. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going over the events that took place at the OffKai Maid Cafe, as someone who actually worked the cafe. So you guys get a little behind the scenes. Who was it that came in? Oh my god, I can't even check it. Hold on. Like, who came at this time slot? I don't even know if you guys want to be like called out. But the thing is public, so... Oh yes, it was. So Misfits, this was your time slot. So it was a lot of Pomodachi's KFPs at that time slot. Yeah, you had the 12 to 1. Okay, yeah. 12 to 1. The one after. Okay, you had Giga. Yeah, and it was so cool, like right off the bat, just having the KFPs and what was... Huh? Wait, did I not have anyone right in the morning? Oh, I didn't have... wait. Oh, I did. Oh, it was another group. It was another group. It was a big group of people. I remember. And it was fun being able to hang out with them. I think just like... Because there were so many people at that particular time slot, it was just... we didn't have enough time to play a game. Or maybe we did play a game. Maybe we played Jenga. But that's okay. Yeah, it was fun being able to see them. Michi was super cute. Everyone got to say hi to Michi. We were gone before Giga. No robots on Sunday. Sad. Oh no. Let's see. And then we had... And then your guys' time slot was next. I think I'm trying... It was a small... I think it was a small table. I think their, like, last person wasn't able to make it on time, but we were still able to, like, combine, like, 2 tables together because there was another maid who also wanted some friends. Yeah. That one was fun. And then we had Misfits, your table, 1 p.m. Saturday, so I had this special thing. Yes! Yes. It's still uploading. I got to play Yeti in My Spaghetti though. Oh, that's so fun. I really like that game. So Yeti in My Spaghetti, I'm gonna turn on the camera. You have a bowl and you have these sticks of plastic that are wavy shaped because it's spaghetti and they're different waves as well. And you just stick them around the rim of the bowl. And then you put the Yeti in the middle. And the point is, it's like Jenga where you have to take out a piece of spaghetti and the Yeti cannot touch the bottom of the floor. So it's a very fun alternative to Jenga. I played that one a lot last year. Yeah, and then we had the Giga time slot. Giga was so chill. I had never interacted with Giga before. That was my first time. And so I was just like, oh my god, you are so chill. This is cool. And then you guys were there during that time slot. It was very cool getting to see you guys and take pictures as well. Then we had Henya. Henya I did not have anyone during Henya. Henya was so cute though. I was joking around with some of the other maids. I was like, yeah, Mint said in the podcast, I am so mint pilled. Mint said in the podcast that, oh no, it was Matara. Matara said in the podcast that anyone that Henya is around, she makes inherently cuter. And I'm like, that is so true. I watched parts of her debuts in some collabs, but that's it. Yeah, I've only heard of her, but like she's fantastic. So keep it up, Giga. Henya, why did they choose that picture for Henya? She just looks so surprised and like scared at the same time. Henya's panel was really cute too. Oh, I bet. Henya is like Iron Mouse, where they're both sort of impenetrable, but like their like personalities are impenetrable. It's like they are so themselves, but they're also like carefree. I'm gonna go a little meta. So like, obviously as an entertainer, it can be hard to put up that face all the time. Surprised and scared, that's Henya. Wait, Kason. Yeah. It's true. And yeah, I can't imagine how like tough that can be, because I'm definitely someone where like, again, you see what you get. Like I'm not gonna try to be someone that I'm not, and if I'm not feeling it, then I am not feeling it. But like with Henya and Iron Mouse, whether or not they are like that like 24/7, it's still so respectable to see them do come out with their personalities when they are seeing other people. Like the effort that goes into that is definitely appreciated by fans. Yeah, that's all I meant to say by that. I didn't mean to say that they were like, definitely not meaning to say that they're like fake or anything like that. I'm just so mesmerized, awed, and inspired by how friendly and kind they are, like regardless of the stuff that comes at them. And I'm trying to say is that it's got to be tough. Like it can't be like that all the time, because you are not your public image 100% of the time. You are still a person. So same pose, very different emotion. That is true. They do have the same pose, except Kason looks like she's like lazing about. She's like, I'm the delinquent. I can do whatever I want. And then Henya's like, oh, you gave me a hard math problem. I remember Matara saying Henya was like painfully introverted, so it's really cool that she can turn it on for fans. Yeah. Painfully introverted. Oh no. But Matara is also super extroverted, so maybe painfully introverted is not as painfully introverted. Yeah, I'm sorry to say I'm not a Gengar or a Tanuki in real life. No. It was so cool getting to meet you in person, Miss Fizz. You're so kind. And I appreciate your support always. Henya is fearing for her life. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, it's so cool to meet all of you guys in person. It's such a fun experience being able to hang out and just get to see how other people also like love their Oshi as well and celebrate and represent their Oshi. It's really cool. True, the Matara scale might be heavily weighted. Oh yeah. Weighted in the favor of extrovertism. And then the Matara seating was the last seating. Matara was very, very cool. Like, she's so cool. But then she also like was insistent on getting to know everyone's names. And I'm like, girl, how do you have the energy for that? She is insane. But it was fun to get to take pictures with her as well. I think that's on my thread. I think I can find it. Why do I keep having to scroll for this thread? I hate not being able to search stuff up on the mobile. Yippee! So this was the time slot for Matara. There was actually a Michi cosplayer. Look at their Michi cosplay. It looks so good. They unfortunately were not able to see Michi during the Michi time slot, but they were there for Matara. My Matara meet and greet was so funny. She wanted all the details on where to get the Doki plush. Oh, I bet. I bet. I just realized the one with the paper bag doesn't need an emoji because they have the paper bag. Wait, it's so good. Unrelated note, when I had a meet and greet with Nina, about 75% of my time was just her trying to get my name correct. Spoiler, she still didn't get it. Oh, that is so funny. I love it. Unrelated. Wink wonk. Always astounded by how fast cosplayers can get things done with the new design. So amazing. Hold on. I'm gonna drop their... Wait, actually. Right here. At Memapod. These are actually my friends. I wasn't sure if I should say anything, but these are my friends. Hi guys, I don't know if you're here, but hello. Memopod. They do amazing cosplays. Oh my god, I can't believe this only has 6 likes. What the hell? Altair jump scare. Oh shoot, hi Rory! I want to gush about you guys so much, but I'm also like, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. So at first I was just like, oh look, there's a Michi cosplayer. Oh look, the guy with the paper bag on his head. But I love you guys. Thank you for coming to the cafe. The amount of work they put into that cosplay is insane. It looked really, really, really good. So definitely give them kudos. And then I think that's it. That's all the time slots for the Maid Cafe. I think that about wraps up the Maid Cafe. Yippee! It took us an hour and a half. Nabu, so much fun. Yippee! I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, Camera-kun died. Let's get Camera-kun back online. Jan-jan! Oh my god, did it work? No! I have to download it. Oh, I'm so terrified. Oh my god. Okay. How do I make this work on OBS? Is it Mediasource? No, it wouldn't be Mediasource. It would be display capture, maybe? Window capture. Window capture. I saw nothing, yeah. You guys didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. Oh, it won't capture it. I gotta scoot for some early dinner plans, but glad I got to poke my head in. Hi, thank you so much for coming. Wait, do you prefer Tovanar or Road? Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, it isn't pulling up the screen for the video player. So I guess I have to try something different. First of all, I'm gonna minimize this. Not having that happen again. Minimize that too. I guess I'll minimize everything. All right, let's try window capture. Really? It says device not connected. Huh? How do I capture like playing a video then from my desktop? Oh. Oh, I'm like, is it because I just didn't even have it open? I don't know. I might have to search this real quick. It's not giving me the right results. How do I do this? Maybe it's a media source? No, media source requires like a link, right? Image slideshow, image, game capture. Ah! Hi. That was my OBS. I'm sorry. Hi. That was my OBS. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. No, display capture is my desktop. Hell no. Smooch. Why couldn't I just play the video from Google Drive? Now it lets me play the video from Google Drive. Damn. Okay, we have it. We have it. Yep, we have it. Okay. All right, guys, are you ready? So this was the surprise performance, dance performance that I did, yippee, of a song called Give Me Chocolate by Baby Metal. Yay! So there was a group that had wanted another person to dance with them, and I volunteered. I didn't even know what the song was. But I had volunteered for it, and when I started listening to it, I had realized it is a metal song, and it was so fun. It was so good. I had a lot of fun actually practicing it. It was great for a first song, considering that I haven't done a dance routine since I was in like elementary school. The closest thing I got to doing a like any kind of routine with like, excuse me, using my body was Taekwondo. And that was more recent, like within the past like year. And so, yeah, I was really nervous because I didn't know how I was actually gonna do on stage, but I definitely have less stage fright than I did when I was a kid. I was so painfully shy. I guess that's painfully shy. Again, with a extroverted like scope view. But like I would get definitely panic attacks before going up in front of people and have to live through the panic attack and still do my presentation or whatever. But now it doesn't affect me as much. Being medicated does help, I will say. But so I did a dance performance at the 1 o'clock time slot. That was Zentrea's time slot. And so this is the dance video. Hey, yippee! Let's see if we can get it HD. Oh, okay. Oh no, you guys can't see it. Yippee! All right, guys, here we go. Wait a minute, can you guys hear it? Wait, could you hear it? No sound? Shit. Okay, I know how to fix that. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Let me turn off the background music. Alright, can you hear it? Is it loud? Is it too loud? Because it gets really loud. Okay. Oh, let me move chat. Oh no. Sorry chat, you're gonna disappear for a second. Sorry chat, you're gonna be a ghost for a little bit. So I got nervous there. And I started the wrong move. But I don't think I made any other like major mistakes the entire dance after this. Booty wiggle! Ah! My cheeks are getting sore from smiling. It's like a mix between like anticipation but also embarrassment. I was like trying to get the crowd going. You are very well practiced. Thank you, Krisu. I spent a lot of time practicing this song. Look at our center. She's going off. I love it. This is hard. Our stage is very cramped. I look so comfortable. What the heck? I tried my best to look as comfortable as possible. The poofy skirts makes it so much better. I hoped you guys liked it. This could have been private. I could have not showed anybody, but I'm actually really happy with the way that it went. People were saying that we did a really good job, and thank you so much, everyone. I'm smiling so much because of happiness. Yeah, so what I did to practice, I started like okay. I learned that I was going to do this song a month and a week before we actually had to perform it. I delayed a week starting to practice. But then at 1 month I started practicing, and yeah, no, thank you guys for watching. I really want to share like my accomplishment with this. So thank you for being here. um I knew that I wasn't, well, okay, I figured it out that I wasn't going to practice at home. I actually really enjoyed practicing during my lunchtime at work, but that also meant that I would be practicing at work. So the first day I practiced, I was dancing in the parking lot next to my car. But I was like, just ignore everyone, just focus on what you have to do. And you're so good. Thank you, Rory, you nailed it. Thank you, Roku. I tried my best to like break down each individual piece. I do better. I can like hyper focus on every individual move and get that right. But what's more important for me is understanding the flow, like how my body transitions from one pose to another. Because I have a really hard time like understanding where my body is in space. Like it's weird in that I can feel my arms are out by my side, but if I didn't have any visual stimulation, like I know that my arms are level right now. They're out by my side. But like I feel like it's like it has to do with something like with ADHD. It's like not being able to recognize where your body is in space. So like especially if I'm dancing, I feel like I look so wonky because I do a move thinking that's what it looks like, and it is totally not what the move is. It's literally me with Wotake. Idle steps at work is so pomu coded. You know, I learned especially from her that if you're going to get shit done, just get shit done. Or like if you need to get shit done, then get shit done. Like I've gotten better at like not really caring. Like if I have to do something, I'm gonna do it, like regardless if I'm being like stared at or whatever. And I've gotten really good at that from just practicing, like trying to practice not thinking about it. And it worked out for this. Although I did struggle with it a little bit in the beginning. And then some of my coworkers like saw me. They're like, "What are you doing out in the parking lot?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm learning a dance." I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm just like, okay, if they think I'm weird, they think I'm weird, but I know it'll be for a good reason. But everyone at my work is supportive. Like I tell them that I'm going to these conventions. I'm gonna be dressing up in, I don't necessarily say a maid uniform, but I tell them I'm gonna be dressing up, and they're like, "Oh, that's so cute, you and your little hobbies." And I'm like, "Yes, me and my little hobbies." And so yeah. And then I eventually transitioned out of the parking lot because I'm like, you know what? The mirrors, the windows act as mirrors. They're reflective on the outside of the building. So I found a place where there's nothing wrong with being a bit weird. Honestly, that's my whole life, but I've been on the fence of being like verbally called weird by strangers and like just being left alone. Most of the time I'm left alone, which I feel like is a privilege because a lot of people get said shit for no reason. Um Hell yeah, own it. Yeah, so then what I did, there was a spot where I could use the window as a mirror, and there's like concrete, so I'm not dancing on dirt or anything, any uneven surfaces. But it happened to be right outside of the break room. So I'm just like, I told people in there, if you see me dancing, just leave me alone. Like don't just don't look, don't acknowledge me. Don't worry, I'm not doing anything bad. Just like just let me practice. And they did. They're just like, "Oh, I thought you had like a TikTok or something." I'm like, "No, I'm just doing this for a performance." But yeah, nothing like dancing in front of your coworkers outside of the break room to be able to use the window as a mirror. But it was effective. There was about a week where I sort of tapered off on the practicing, so I had to like ramp it up the next week, but I was able to make it work. And overall, it came together. Like in the future, I would love to learn more choreos just to become more comfortable in my body. Like I feel like the more I'm able to move myself in space and sort of figure out where I am in space, the better I'll get at it. So yippee! That was the dance performance. Um, yeah. I guess I'll just show these in the background for now. Um, yeah, so that concludes the Maid Cafe. And then we have this really cute, nice, big Polaroid photo. This isn't all the maids in the cafe. I would preferably like to have one with all the maids in the cafe. But that is okay. There's a lot of us here. They lined up all the standees. This is at the very end of the cafe, of course. They lined up all the standees and we were able to take a picture. So I'm gonna decorate this, label it OffKai 2024, Gen 2 Maid Cafe, Gen 3, um, Gen 3 convention. Yippee! So that is my time at the Maid Cafe. Woohoo! I never thought that I would be here. That I would get to experience this, to be honest. I really just put myself out there last year, not really knowing what to expect. And I did feel a lot of fear. I'm like, this is scary. But I'm really glad that I did it and ended up working out because I've done things before, like trying to put myself out there and it never amounts to anything. So to have this like really pay off, being able to interact with patrons that have similar interests, being able to see you guys come in the cafe. I even have a name for myself apparently. Like I had a friend tell me that like they like their friend told them, "Oh, OMG, like Soni liked my photo," and I'm like, "Me? Who me?" And so you probably explained this earlier, but how did you get involved in the cafe? Yeah, so they actually just had open auditions for the very first year last year. And so I applied and I worked at the Maid Cafe last year. And so I came back as a senpai with a little more understanding of the way that the cafe flowed. And I was able to set things up where I could have like other like Pomu fans, Mint fans come in and then we can all like hang out together. So it's very fun. Misfits with the "yes you celebrity Soni real." I'm just a little guy, you and every other big name in the fandom. It's so funny because like, you know how I mentioned like with Iron Mouse and Henya, like their personalities just being super like just being super amazing, but it's still, your position still is being a public figure. So there is still a differentiation between yourself and that public figure self. It's like when I'm out there in OffKai, I'm like, I'm having fun. I'm just like, you guys just see me doing me, but that also creates an image of me publicly that's different from me when I'm at home or like when I'm like somewhere else. And so it's just that kind of like discrepancy is so interesting. And I think that's something that Mint hasn't been able to get over at all. She has no idea how popular she is. And all of us know and love, like, know that and love her so much. Yeah, I just, I am on my way to acknowledging it. That I've sort of become a public figure in the in the community, but I think that's also just largely in part to like the work that I've done before. I guess I'll just go ahead and like plug my stuff, but for those of you who don't know me up until now, I started making pomu headbands probably, it was after, I think, in the fall of 2022. So it was at OffKai Gen 1 that I was inspired by other like artists, particularly Dusko and Oimo Buster. I was talking to them because we were at the convention. They also like pomu. I was talking with them about pomu, and they're like, "Oh yeah, if you make a headband, I would totally buy it from you." Because I had a headband. I wanted to have a headband for the convention. And I ended up making it, but it didn't look nice in my standards, and I wanted to try to make one that would be better. And so after OffKai, I just tried. It was trial and error. I just it's, I got distracted by the message. Oh my god, I don't want to read it yet. Yeah, it was just trial and error, and it was very discouraging when I would put a lot of effort into creating a template and it wouldn't come out in any way that was nice. So I would like leave it aside for like a couple weeks and then come back to it, and I eventually finally was able to start mass producing them, because the what was going on in my brain was that, you know what, like, because I was at OffKai when I had this thought, what if we could have a whole room full of people with pomu headbands? Then we would know that everyone is here for pomu, because then we could be like, oh, pomudachi? What? Pomudachi? Anything identifiable, because like I'm a very social person, you know? And to me, it would just make things a lot easier if there's something that is like wearable accessory wise that you can be like, oh my god, you're a pomudachi, and it just happened to work out where pomu had an identifiable accessory. And so I was just like, you know what, if I can make it for myself, I want to make it so that other people can connect and represent their oshi in the same way that I do. And so that's why I started making the headbands. And then it started off in batches of 5, 10, maybe like half a year to like a little more than half a year later, and ended up being a batch of like 15. And then I hit the 100 mark, and then I hit the 150 mark, and then I finally ended my last batch of pomu headbands at 250. And we actually did a celebration of that on a previous stream. It was my 6-month anniversary stream, but it was also like, I was also celebrating the end of the pomu headband run, because that was it. Like, because she's graduated and gone, like there's no reason to keep making these pomu headbands. So that was the end of that story, and now we're here. And then Mint has a recognizable accessory, and I really want to make it. The only thing about mass production is that it's really soul sucking. Like you have to do the same thing over and over and over again. And I think that's something we take advantage of, like when we go to a regular clothing store, H&M, there's multiple of every t-shirt on the rack, right? But the amount of effort it actually takes to put in each thing is insane. And it's hard to remember that there's a person on the other side of the world that's putting in the effort needed to make this one piece of clothing. And for every piece of clothing, there's another person there to help. And so like these factories are able to put out so many things just because they have the manpower to do it, and they don't have to pay them a lot for it either. And so like actually mass producing them myself, especially struggling with ADHD, sometimes it became very, very hard to get myself to even just get started. It was a struggle at some points. But anytime I would actually sell the pomu headbands and give them to people who really wanted them, they would just greet me with such like appreciation and like there's always this sense of awe that like, oh my God, I can rep my oshi. And that always made it worth it to me, which is why, to answer your question, Miss Fizz, I am thinking about doing the mint headbands, but it will have to be probably a couple months from now because I am not willing to take up that mantle, even though it's been, technically I finished in March. So it's only been April, May, June. It's only been 3 months. I need more of a break. And it especially became very hard to try to do the pomu headbands and streaming at the same time. But you guys can expect mint headbands from me. That is absolutely something that I want to do for the community. I want to continue literally putting the work into it. Okay, I'm going to go back and read some of the chat messages. Truly elevating your mint cosplaying skills, realizing that they are more beloved than they thought. Yeah. I think people really love I know I love seeing cosplays of characters that I love, and there's just such like an appreciation for cosplayers who put the time into doing that. So I get it. I'm so happy she no longer wants to be a grocer. Yes. I think I heard her bring that up on the podcast, and she was like, why do people keep telling me this? And I'm like, Miss Fist, that's because of you. Other than maybe Oimo's Happies, your headbands are the single most prevalent way for Pomodachis to identify each other. Of course, you're well known. I actually talked about this with some of my artist friends, but for a while, I thought that my contribution wasn't significant anymore. I did realize, so hold on. I did realize that people who do have the headbands will continue to appreciate them. And I still appreciate how they're still like loved for that period of time. But there's a period of time where I was just like, you know what? I don't have to try to find another job. I'm just going to try crafting for, like a period of time to see if it could work. And during that time, there was just no headband selling on my store. And then even the little pomu accessories, the ones that I made to accompany like the headbands, weren't selling either. Even though I had already I had already bought all the tools for it. I still have them a bunch, which is why I'm putting them up for my birthday fundraiser, which I will talk about a little bit later. But yeah, and it was at that time, it was discouraging because I had thought that, you know, like I know in order to stay relevant, I have to keep something new, which is why I was trying to make the masks. But just everything I was doing was so time intensive that I couldn't afford to make a design and then try to mass produce it. Like, really, I think the only way that would have been successful is if I just kept creating and then I wasn't able to sell. Like, I'd have to be a full-time creator rather than a manufacturer, because the time it takes to manufacture something you've already created, that time takes away from more creation time. And so it was just a system that didn't work. And thankfully, I actually learned that I'm a lot more healthy when I'm in a job. I like having a routine. If I don't feel like I get up in the morning with a specific purpose, I can't get out of bed. I think that's just the not being able to function part. But and so far, I really like my job. I unfortunately have problems with the way that with the administration and the way that it's run, but I really like what I do. So I will continue to do that. So now I'll just try to figure out how I can balance making mint headbands, cosplaying, streaming, wanting to do dance routines, wanting to follow VTubers. Like I can't, there's just not enough time for everything that I want to do. Cries. But yes, thank you so much, guys, for showing me love for the headbands. I think, especially when she was graduating and people still wanted stuff of her, that made me feel a lot of like love for the community. Just because of how special she is to all of us. And being able to make things that were people's like last reminders of her, again, was also very special. I apologize for the high prices. I think I can say this now retrospectively. If I were to buy a headband, I would cap out the price at $35. But because I had to be able to make a living, I had to increase the price up to $40, $45, and even $50, so that it would make the time I put into it worth it. Because at $35 per headband, I don't get any return back on my time. And so, like, ideally, I would have sold it at $35 to anyone who wanted it. But if I could somehow make a headband in 30 minutes instead of an hour and 30 minutes, then that would have been the case. You Pomodachi, me Pomodachi too. Exactly, you speak my language. Pomodachi to Pomodachi communication. You spread pomification so far. Salute. Headbands, at least you don't need to do a bunch of different sizes for the most part. That's really nice. I found a distributor that ended up making headbands that were very comfortable. They did go out of business and I forgot to buy up the rest of their stock. So we'll see how that goes. At least for mint headbands, we could buy a Maid headband and cat ears to make our own semi-easily. Yeah, exactly. There's different ways to do it. A Pomo headband requires a lot more... it requires a lot more like effort that goes into it. My solution was Amazoning a Maid headband and stapling a white triangle to it. I saw that. The stapling was such a good idea, actually. I never think about stapling things that's not paper or not something to a wall. But actually stapling is so good. We're gonna need 2 Sonys. Yeah. In order to do everything that I have to do, I need 2 or more of me. I think most people have problems with how their job is run. I know I sure do. Yeah, it sucks. It unfortunately sucks. PastelSoni and NeonSoni. What about it? There's never enough time in the world for everything we want to do. Oh, yeah. LMAO, no, get paid, you goober. Yeah, you need to get paid. No, I really, really appreciate the support. Yeah, because I know that there's a lot of things that we want to buy, especially during a convention. We might end up buying more than we had intended, which was definitely me at multiple conventions. But now I've learned to tone down my spending, which is actually the perfect segue. Whoa, to some of the merch that I bought at OffKai. Yippee! So first, we're actually going to start with the OffKai mascot. Because I think she's super cool. I'm not into horse girls, but I love how much the staff is into her. So I appreciate that a lot. I do have some of the gacha cards. So this was the acrylic stand. Sam Joe. Is her name actually Sam Joe? Oh, Samantha Joel. Oh, good. Sam Joe. Merch review. I love me some merch. These are so cute. Oh my god, these emotes were made by Ivory Ice. I Ivory is so Atrium Chan is not gotcha. Okay, this one might actually be very this one was very special and it was given to me. It was gifted to me. These stickers are so cute. I love how they printed her on the racetrack. They even got her printed on some of the banners here. Just super, super cute. Yippee merch! I actually really like the way this works. I might keep it on the sticker sheet or I might put it into my sticker book. Oh, that's hella reflective. Oof. There we go. My computer setup. And they purposely made some of the panels a revenues racetrack theme. Yeah, it's so cute. I love she's running with the carrot in her mouth. It's just so characteristic. This art is Forking Banger. I actually don't know who illustrated this, but whoever they did ended up doing more illustrations and it looks fantastic. The flame looking tail and the hair, awesome. Also, I love how they added this little thing here. So like when you stand her up, you could just see all the pen lights by her feet. So cool. Everyone got one of these. So it's okay. I would say it's not Rin Penrose's fault that her name is this. It is actually the fans who chose this name, so it's your guys' fault. But let's see her full name: the Right Honorable, the former Deputy Head of Grand Council, Lady Samantha Joel, OffKai MC, OffKai Face Burlington, the 14th patent pending. Ivory Eyes designed all the mascot art, right? I actually don't know. I know she did the emotes here, but I don't know who designed the actual mascot. So I'll have to ask about that. Super cute. This is the one for the Maid Cafe, also super duper cute. And then this one, I actually bent him a little bit. He is not in mint condition anymore, but Atrium, my beloved. I love how this became a thing. The Atrium actually became such a great place for people to socialize. It's exactly what a college campus should be. It should have a central place where people can socialize. I speak from experience because my campus did not have a centralized meeting place. But there are a lot of events here, but it's also just where people can just go meet and hang out and talk. And there's a lot of drinking involved. But this is all the OffKai merch. Again, I have OffKai Maid merch from last year, but I'm not going to pull that out, unfortunately. But it looks super nice. Take my word for it. I promise. I'll miss the Atrium. Yeah, exactly. Atrium is in a lot of people's hearts. Okay, so I'm debating going through my sticker book first or something else first. I think the stickers came later, so we'll start with something else. So there was a stamp rally. It was hosted by, oh, I have the paper. Yippee! So this was the stamp rally I did. This was the only stamp rally I did because I did have limited time in Artist Alley to be able to purchase what I wanted. Oh my god, who's who? Oh, here we go. Okay, this is so cute, by the way. They did the Oshi Maid Cafe, which is so cute because one, it's perfect for mint. Two, there's actually a Maid Cafe at OffKai, which is perfect. So there are 4 different artists who worked on this. The first one is Dusko. Then you have Nusi, was Miori Celesta. So this one down here. Kit Van Kit was Pippa, which I'm guessing this is Pippa. And then Baibi was Michi right here. And so if you did the the stamp rally, then you got special photo cards. Yippee! I love collecting things. Oh no. Next year we build our own atrium. Oh my god. The atrium was so special. Kind of wish I'd stayed in the hotel to hang out for hours and hours. Oh yeah. I recommend staying at the hotel for OffKai to anyone. Especially after doing that last year, it makes things so much easier. Next time when OffKai is announcing that they are opening up the hotel, do not hesitate. Go get a room, and the problem of filling it will come later. Just because those rooms are now so coveted, I highly recommend it. So there's these two. This is Miori Celesta, great singer. Pippa? Pimkin? Pickin? Pippa? Shoot, I actually realized I don't know her whole name. I only know Pippa. And then these two, I actually decorated last night. Putting stickers on things is actually very, very calming for me. I learned it is my best calming activity. But they look so good! Look at these! So this one's from Dusko. So lovely. I love Dusko with all my heart. She did the mint one, super cute. She even did like the signature and the decoration underneath right here. That mint Fanta moe cute. And then I decorated the photo card. Oh, Pipkin Pippa. Hi Sonny, hi Wilson, welcome in. Boop boop. I'm just showing off the card deco that I did for some of these cards that I got at the stamp rally for Artist Alley. And then this one was the Bybee one. Oh my god, I even got the bigger print of this just because this mochi this Michi print was so cute. Yeah, isn't that pretty? I love stickers. Yippee! I'm gonna give these to fans who love them more than me. So I will bring them with me to next convention. If you happen to love them, find me and I will give them to you. So there's that. I also decorated another card last night. It's Maya! Ichika Maya! I love how this is her like business card. And I thought this art was so cute, so I just wanted to put it in like a top loader. Burger. Yep, burger. All right, so now here we go. So you're gonna see a lot of stickers in here, but I'm gonna point out the ones that I got from this time around. Ichika mama, exactly. Na 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 na. Polycrisis. This artist Kana or Nightingale art wasn't actually at the convention this year, but they were still able to get these stickers to me, which I'm very happy about. I love my polycrisis. This was another sticker I got from Maya's booth. So cute. Or was this new Bybee? No, it was Nusi. I think this is Nusi. Very, very cute. Yowie. Look, I got her. So this was my first purchase. Actually, I got the three of them at the same time. I got Matara, Michi, and Mint at the same time. Her Mint is so cute. I wanted to put him in with the rest. Let's see. I also got two of these stickers from my friends. Oh, they're so cute. It's Tora Pop who drew these stickers. Once I get a design going, I definitely want to get one of these because you can see I have so many of their stickers. I love their art. This is Tora Pop. Claude. I didn't want to put Claude here because these are my friends. So I'm put them somewhere different. Sheesh, hot dog, fish. And then here we have a couple of the Hollow Stars VTubers, and then we also have Aya here. Maybe, I don't think I could fit Claude in here, actually. I'll have to find somewhere else to put him. But I think that's it. So the new stickers that I got of Mint was this one. And then these ones, I actually just discovered them last night. I didn't have a chance to put them in my sticker book yet. This is a mint. Oh shit, where's my pin? I bought a mint pin, but I don't know where I put the pin. Shoot. Ah, I also didn't get to buy a pin from Oimo. Oh, I'm so upset. It's like, no, I didn't get there on time. But I did get Bustin'. So let's put Bustin' in here. Do I have space for Bustin'? Maybe I could put Bustin' down here. I don't have space for Bustin'. I'm gonna need another... Oh. Well, I organized this very specifically. I'm gonna have to think about this later. Oh. I could put Bustin' up here, but that's not in the right company. Well, Oimo sold out of mint pins so fast. I'm so sad. Bustin', Bustin'. Bustin', Bustin'. It's so cute. She's a little pouty too. And I have this massive peeker from Luwood. Soni, we all have space for Bustin'. You're so right, Implode. You're so right. And then we have these two little stickers. I recognize this art. I actually forgot who the artist was. They did a lot of other stickers though, especially of like Niji Livers. This one, I don't know who did this sticker either. I didn't even remember that I like had these stickers. I just found them when I was, because I unpacked the luggage with all my like clothes and cosplays and stuff in it, and that's all washed and clean. But I didn't take out my merch one. So I'm still going through all my merch. Bustin' all day, every day. Bustin', bustin', bustin'. I was also able to get some merch for some international Pomudachi, so I'm super happy. I know, need a full mint booklet. Actually, my biggest pride of this book, sorry, this will be mint eventually, but so far it's some old unrelated VTubers. It would be these pages. This is Nikodin. This artist, Mango, did a sticker for every Anime Impulse, and it's so cool. They went out of their way to find me, to give me a sticker. I'm so happy. These were some of the other like Stamp Rally sticker sheets. This was from, I bought all of these at AX. They were $1 a sticker, and there's like 50 of them. So I spent $50 on stickers. Stickers alone. But this is so cute. This is every Niji Liver up until that point. And then these are fun. Banana shoe, bros and me. Wait. Pop. Akechi Goro. NDR'd by Akechi Goro. That one is Oimo. This is a Yusan sticker. Ren. These are some fan-made stickers. Haka. Yaoi. Right next to Pomu and Doppio. These are all like VTubers. Like indie VTubers. That I happen to have stickers for. That's why Maya's on there too. These are all Oimo stickers. And then this one's Nusi or Baibi. I forget which one. This one's Daphne Doodles. I don't remember who did this sticker, but it's very cute. This is also Toropop. I'm pretty sure. That looks like Toropop's. This one, Dusko. So cute. This one, I need to get all the rest of the stickers. Tora, I'm coming for you. Oh, I love this sticker. You guys can read it. I'm not going to read it out loud. But I saw that from Melon Minty. And I'm like, that's so perfect. These were from the Lazio like cup sleeve event. So cute. I freaking love that event. It was so good. I know. I need to put this Bustin' sticker with the rest, but I'm going to have to move these. These were the little sticker freebies that Mint brought for the panel, and I can't believe I got one of each. I feel so lucky. I love Aya. And then the rest of these stickers, these are just like miscellaneous sticker sets. These are ones that I wanted one of each copy, and then I will go ahead and buy more stickers. I will buy more stickers to actually use them. Oh, here. This sticker was one of the merch options. These are fruits basket stickers, very cute. This was a cool sticker my friend got me from Japan. These are Demon Slayer. I bought like the gacha like thingies or whatever. The wafers, and then that's a X-wing. I don't have anything in the back. I will put my stickers in here though, so I don't lose them. And what else did I buy? I tried not to buy too much this time around. As much as I wanted to get everything mint related, I didn't want to blow all my money again, so I was trying to be a little more conscious of that. I might need to edit the VOD so I can take out the reflection from this and then whatever. I don't think you're gonna see much anyways. Did you again? Wait, what did I say again for? I'm scared. Oh, spending a lot of money? Yeah, I like AX last year. I easily blew through like $500, which is not even that much, but that was the most I had spent at an artist alley. So that was a lot for me. Oh, and then my friend gifted me this acrylic stand. It's so cute of Minto. I was eyeballing the Minto Matara one so much, but I couldn't justify it. Now I regret not putting the money down for it because I also want the official Minto Matara acrylic stands, which I did not buy. Sucks to suck. Did you get any shirts or plushies? Oh, I did get a plushie. Oh man, I got the little Pomudachi plushie. Which was very cute. It was designed by Melon Bread, which is so cool because like Melon Bread has been in the community for a while. And yeah. Oh, and I also got this little charm. This is from Melon Minty. Minto. Official merch is shipping now. I can't wait. Oh shit. Does that mean other stuff is still available or is it not available anymore? Because I want to go back and buy the acrylic stands. Minto! I love the little boba charm. Very cute. She was making these like on the table and I'm like, God, that's a lot of work. Props on her. Yay. So I for the longest time did not understand acrylic stands. I was just like, it's just plastic. It's just images on plastic. I still don't think acrylic stands are worth $12, $15. They're probably worth pennies to make because it's just plastic. But I mean, I haven't made acrylic stands yet, so that's just me being critical from the outside. They could like artists totally prove me wrong if they're actually a lot more expensive and I'm just being ignorant. But now that I have acrylic stands on my desk, I'm like, these things are the best thing ever. And specifically on my desk, there are only two places where I put acrylic stands. On my desk where I can look at them like right in front of me. And I have like a total shrine dedicated to lazulite, which will then have an extension for mint. Where I put all my acrylic stands on other acrylic stands. So like you have the acrylic stand on top of an acrylic like like ladder shaped thing, so you can like stack stuff on top of. That's also called an acrylic stand. So it's just. Ladora says sold out, but the bundle is still up. What's the bundle? I think now that I made it out of OffKai without spending too much money, I can go back and actually buy from specific stores, which is really nice. But then if I missed out on something that's completely sold out, I'm gonna cry. You can count on me being in Oimo's line at AX. Oh yeah, speaking of which, do you have anything on your work desk? Bundle for both Min and Mitara. Okay, good. I want the bundle for both Min and Mitara. I do. I like to decorate my desk. I don't think I have a picture on it, but there's a picture of Pomu on my wall. There's a little 3D printed Pomudachi. I have little gacha characters, like stuff you could get from the gachapon. It's just a little, like there's a little like mushroom guy. There's a little ghosty. There's like a Sanrio character just like scattered on my desk. But I actually made it long enough to work on Wednesday, like the day after I got sick, to put this on my desk. So this is the Pomudachi plush. Sorry, it's super, super bright. Let's try that. Oh, there you go. That's the Pomudachi plush. And then this is the little 3D Pomudachi. Yippee! So that's what's on my desk right now. So yeah, don't ask me how much I spent in the artist alley. Oh my god, Misfits. Like, what I would guess would probably just scratch the surface. But good on you. How did you even get to carry everything back? Because I remember you saying you had limited luggage space. So like, how is that possible? Oh my god. That's me. Yeah. Oh, so my birthday is in 2 weeks. Whoa. Sorry, I did not give really any notice. I'm notoriously bad at telling people it's my birthday. You can guess why. So I actually have, thank you, 2 weeks from now, we're gonna celebrate on stream. I don't plan on doing anything like crazy. We might just hang out and talk. By bringing 3 bags through security when they asked for volunteers, I checked one for free. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that's great. And they didn't charge you for the extra, like, for the extra bags? It's crazy. Oh, so cute. But I think what I will do for sure. So I still have this on my desk. This is a shikshi. This was for my 1 month anniversary, and I wrote the first 50 subscribers on the shikshi and put a sticker next to everyone. And so I want to do a shikshi for my birthday. And I think I'll do it because there's a lot more subscribers to my channel now. I think everyone who just pops in, even if you can't stay, if you just pop in the stream and then say something in chat, I'll go ahead and write your name on the shikshi. Yeah, I just want to have memory of like, I guess how far I've come too as a streamer. So as a streamer, I don't know if I could even call myself a streamer. I just come hang out occasionally. But that's what I like. I don't know. I guess I haven't necessarily like tried it. I did for a certain period of time. I was trying to make stuff and then stream, but I had a really hard time managing my time, and I couldn't do everything that I wanted to do within that time, even though I had all the time. So that's sweet. I'll be there. Thank you guys. Yeah, so I will see you. We're wrapping up, but we're not done yet. I have to figure out if it's going to be on a Saturday or Sunday, or if it's going to be during the week. But what I do have going on, I'll go ahead and show it. Alrighty. So for the first part of my birthday celebration, I wanted to do a fundraiser. And so I'm sure you guys have been seeing it as well. Like things are only escalating um over in Gaza and with in Sudan as well. I'm not too familiar with what's going on in Sudan, but I also will do my research on that. But I found this fundraiser that it clearly lists where the money is going if you do donate. And so I wanted to provide at least like some contribution because I really have just been watching this stuff happen for 8 months and not do anything about it. And so especially like with the reach I've had is from OffKai, I want to be able to use some of my influence to be able to try to raise as much money as I can for this program, or if this one closes, we can choose another one. But there's a lot of people who need financial support because essentially the circumstances that they're in are not under their control. AKA, if you live in a war-torn country, that is not in your control. And the only thing you can do is really get out. But when they're trying to prevent people from leaving, the only way you can really get help is by outside means. And so, yeah, so we can go over this. So specifically, this is for Oh, no, is this Sudan? Sudan is the black on the bottom, right? Yeah, Sudan is black on the bottom. So $5 gets an individual a medical consultation, offering direct healthcare to those in desperate need. A lot of these people in desperate need are children. And so for just $5, you can help a child get seen for any sort of problem that they might have, especially when medical care is few and far between, because either a lot of the medical personnel are, to put it frankly, they're dead, or they are spread out really thin. And so for $100, they can actually get. Oh, sorry. This is for Sudan. I guess these ones are more for like providing active healthcare and nutrition, because those things are very hard to get, and we can read these ones. So sorry, take back what I said. The $5 for a medical consultation, so at least people who can get help can get help. This one, you're supporting a family with a health food box, because starvation is a big thing that they're experiencing. And then $150 ensures safe deliveries and health of mothers and newborns. And that to me is really significant, because I can't imagine. Sorry, this is getting real. It's getting real fast. But I hope you guys can hang in there with me. 150 that gets people like it. I can't imagine being in the middle of all this and then almost ready to give birth. And the fear that comes, can I ensure my baby's survival, is real. And so to be able to safely give birth is huge. And so then on the other side, for Palestine, $50 can provide essential medicines and nutrition supplements for one child suffering from malnutrition. I think malnutrition and disease are one of the biggest killers right now over there, aside from like direct bombardment and bombing. $100 can support the operation of our medical access points, offering primary healthcare services to displaced families. That's exactly what it says. I don't know. Medical access points, to think that you need to get permission to get medical care is insane to me. So, and then $500 can contribute to the expansion of our maternal healthcare services, providing safe delivery and antenatal care to pregnant women in crisis. Yeah. And so I went ahead and made a tier list. if you donate to any of these tier lists, then I'll go ahead and send you some accessories that were handmade by me. For $20, you can get a set of pomu accessories, which look like this. I'm actually very proud of these because I was able to design these and make them by hand. It's actually a long process. Oh. It's actually a long process to like paint them and like get all the layers on and stuff, but I think they turn out really well. In pictures, they don't really look that good, but when you actually wear them, it's like, okay, that's a cosplay accessory. So it actually has like the teardrop beads that are on like Pomu's original drawings, and then it has this little like bead in the middle here. And then what I do in my cosplay is I like clip them downward like this, and then when they rest, they end up leveling out to like this height. So that's that. And then for $35, you can get a Pomu headband. So this is a little different than the other headbands. This is the kind of headband that you normally associate when you wear a happy or solid snake. So this one, I actually had a machine that was able to cut out the vinyl, and then I didn't ironed it on these. And then I made this in a way that it won't come undone. So like, do you know how sometimes when you have a sock, it'll rotate and you can't necessarily keep it straight? So not only did I iron this, but I also put a bit of like fabric tape on the edges here to make sure that it will never twist and come undone. So it'll always stay flat. Yippee! So you can strap this to your head. It'll wick up sweat because it is made out of 100% cotton. And then it'll also look really good with your Pomu happy. So the ones that I will end up distributing will be thinner than this. This is very, very thick. It'll probably be about like this width, or maybe even a little smaller than that, like this, to make it easy to go on the head. And it will also be a little longer because this one's not that long. But yeah, and then for $50, you can get both. Yippee! I do not want to pressure any of you guys to contribute. These items were just incentives if you wanted to get extra, like for the money that you do donate. If you don't have money, do not donate. I appreciate the sentiment, but like, we all got things to pay for. We're all trying to float in our own lives, and it's hard to know that there is a conflict going on overseas that we can't do anything about when it comes to like politics. And I can get on that, but I think right now I have been like sharing stuff on my Twitter, but I'm at a point where I'm like, I need to do more. Like, I can't just sit here. And so this was my contribution. I think regardless if we hit $300, I'll donate $300 anyways. I think I'm gonna donate the first 150 today, just so that, because I don't want to delay this money being where it needs to be. So I'll do the first 150 today, and I'll probably do the next 150 at the end of the week, if not sooner. But again, if you guys do want to donate, I will happily send these incentives along with your donation. Again, it is not required to celebrate my birthday. It's just something that I want to do with the reach that I have. And so thank you guys for listening to this whole thing. I'm sorry that we got a little real there. I personally am not afraid to talk about it, but I do know that some people may come up and be like, you're not supposed to bring these really political things into streams, but like, this is something that's important to me, so I am going to talk about it. If you don't want to listen to it, you don't have to be here. So yeah. And then the second part is going to come really soon. It'll come at the end of the week. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Oops. Boom! Oh my god, it's my face. That's what the headband looks like. How I managed to get that photo so well, it actually worked out really well. But yes, it's about approximately the same color Your stream, your rules. Exactly. Thank you, Implode. I appreciate it. I'm not used to being a public figure, and so I do get scared of the things that people might say or do if they're not a part of this community. But I'm gonna stand for it. So I'm not afraid. Yeah, actually, before I had decided to do this, I was actually going to do like a I was actually going to do a fundraiser to buy plushies from the Pokemon Center store. But then I realized that money could be better spent elsewhere. And so I'm changing that up. And then especially because like Suki, because you said that you want to be able to draw something, I will be changing up part 2 to accommodate for that. So I think it'll be really fun. But yeah, I think that's about it for today. I'm going to go eat dinner. I got groceries today. I have food. All I had was ramen, dried noodles on my shelf, and then maybe some breaded tilapia in my fridge, and I had nothing else. I needed food, and so I bought food, and I have food, and I'm now very happy. Thank you. So I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go finish my strawberries, and then I need to unpack all my OffKai stuff, but that requires having to bring out like ice soup diet. Oh my god, I won't go there. I won't go there, but it's because before I left for OffKai, I didn't buy any groceries, and then because I was sick, I didn't go out, so I had nothing. I also did buy pizza. I'm proud of you for not having sleep for dinner. You know, I've tried doing that before. Not even as a substitute for my primary meal. I ate dinner earlier in the day, and then for whatever reason, whatever I was doing, like made me work it off real fast. So I was hungry by like 10 o'clock at night, and then I slept, and then the next morning I was so hungry. I cannot skip meals. I am not someone who can skip meals, which means in a crisis, I am a vegetable. I am weak. That's why at OffKai it could take me a lot of time to recover because I don't have a consistent eating schedule and I don't have a consistent sleeping schedule, which kills me. Hi, Curation. Hello. You actually caught us right at the end. We're about to end stream, but the VOD will be there. I might have to go in, excuse me, and cut something out, but I'm gonna see how bad the damage is before I do that. It might not even be necessary. It's like whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna go eat some good food and feel content, and maybe just instead of cleaning, just enjoy myself for the rest of the evening. Because I got a lot done this afternoon. I cleaned the kitchen. I went shopping. You're so awesome. Thank you, Alvin. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for coming. The turnout was insane. I'm super happy to have you guys here. It's been super fun just being able to chat with you guys and just recollect my experiences. Thank you again for supporting me. And the next stream I'm gonna do is absolutely gonna be Jedi Fallen Order. So I'm very excited. But good night everyone. Take care. Zatzu! I have COVID from OffKai, so I slept all day. No! Curation! I'm sorry to hear that you got COVID. I hope it goes away soon. I think people got it for like 2 days, maybe? Zatzu! Thank you guys!